Hello! If you're new to this channel, I promise I don't usually look like this. Usually I have makeup on, usually my hair has been brushed within 24 hours, and usually, I mean I love Animal Crossing, but this shirt is kind of old and kind of stained and kind of ripped, so usually I look somewhat better than this. But we're doing some dirty work today. Today we are turning Roger, who is my Crested Gecko, that's this terrarium right there. We're turning it from plastic plants to real plants and making it bioactive. So I started this morning-ish, and I rinsed off the clay balls with cold water. I sort of put them in this tub, and then I added cold water, and then I mixed it around. I did that a couple of times, and then poured the water into the toilet. I've taken out a bunch of his things from in the terrarium already to clean them, but I didn't want to bother him until his light went off, like it was nighttime, so he'd be awake, which is what it is now. And I just kind of have to finish cleaning the terrarium as it is before I can add more stuff. You know, typically with bioactive like terrariums, you're supposed to like set them up, let them cycle for a couple of weeks before I put the animal in. But I only have one terrarium, so I'm only doing this, you know, in one go. I think I'm going to have to go outside first and collect some leaves from our front lawn because I don't have any leaves. But that's it, and I'm going to hope that there are no alive crickets in his terrarium. Usually he eats them all, but sometimes he's kind of dumb and they escape him. Okay, leaf litter has been acquired. It's over there. I guess you can't really understand what I'm doing if I talk to you while I'm off camera. I put the leaf litter in the container that Roger goes in without thinking. So I had to just kind of dump it behind me. So now we're going to take Roger out so that I can take the last couple pieces out and clean them. I put Jurassic Park on behind you because it's one of my, like, feel-good movies, you know? Alright. Roger Darling is in the container. See? There he is. You know what it means when you go in here. It means you're being cleaned. I'm slightly afraid, but I'm ready. I'm going to pull the bag over the side of this garbage, and I'm going to start emptying the old and potentially moldy substrate straight into my garbage. Am I afraid of this process? A little bit. Okay, so the dead cricket that's on the side of the thing, like, moves with it. I don't know how to get the dead cricket off. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, because I'm not going to take the vine out, and I'm not going to take the background out, I'm going to spray them both down with the Zoom Edge Wipeout, which is like a disinfectant spray for reptiles, and then I'm going to go get the water and vinegar mixture so that I can wipe down the glass. I have this pretty much empty and clean now. Cleaner than I thought I was going to get it. And I'm ready to start putting things in. I just wanted to air out a little more first because it does still smell a little bit vinegary from wiping down all of the glass surfaces with water and vinegar. I forgot to confront this while I was just picking up some junk there. The background doesn't want to stay up because there's nothing in it. Well, now it's made a liar of me, but that's okay. So this is still going to be in the middle of the terrarium like this, and then all the plants will go around it. So yeah, so these are my clay balls, and because I don't want to pick up any of the water that is, there's only a little bit of residual water, because I don't want to pick up any of that residual water, I'm going to be doing this with my hands. Okay. Believe it or not, the clay was actually one of the hardest parts about this. Not everywhere carries them. I keep going on the floor.
A few inches later.
I'm convinced that that is enough clay. So for my substrate, we're going to be doing a mix of... Whoop! That sounded loud, but really it was just a piece of wood on the floor. So for my substrate, we're going to use ecoearth, reptibark, Spagnum Moss. Did I say ecoearth? And soil. Yes, okay, my gardening soil is from Walmart, but I like the ingredients. It's got really good ingredients. It's just like just basic stuff. We're gonna use that first, I think. I can't make you any lower than that. I'm sorry. Can I? There you go. Just gonna dump some soil in here. I probably, out of the three things, want to have the most soil, just because plants, you know? Okay, ecoearth time. Good, because I want this scrunchy back. Okay. Me, I don't really like ecoearth. Well, pours the whole bag in. Now that I've used so much ecoearth, I'm gonna need a little more dirt. A little bit of reptibark. This is starting to look the way I want it to. It's just got enough moisture in it before I, like, for real water it. You know, I'm getting dirt everywhere. And I definitely don't want to add any more reptibark. So this I can close up. So before I get any farther with the dirt, I'm going to lay down this piece of window screen that my stepdad so graciously cut for me. This is going to protect the substrate layer from the drainage layer. So I think I'm just going to start adding this now. Yeah, look, it's not mixed very well, but I can mix it better once it's in here. So that is essentially how it's going to look. So, now my favorite part. Plants. I want to start with my snake plant, because that is the biggest plant that we have here. So I'm going to pick up my broken derby and try to, without making a ton of mess, take this out. I'm trying my best not to break off any roots. I have lost a couple, but nothing too substantial. Now, depending on where your plants come from, you might want to rinse them as well. But I have had all of my plants for a while now, and I trust them. Snake plant is going to be the first one in. And I want it facing this way so that I can see the pretty side, because Roger doesn't care, but I care. So we're just going to dig a massive hole in the nice substrate that I just put up. Make sure I get some dirt in behind, because you obviously want your plants to have a nice place to live. Does that look okay to you? I think it does. Now, we're gonna do my Pothos, which is not doing very well. Look, it's got a little leafy that's not very happy with me, but hopefully this can come out okay. The worst part about having things in like pots that are pretty is that I can't really squeeze it. Now, I potted this one myself, so I'm not really gonna clean too much of the dirt off because it's in the same dirt that's in the terrarium. We're just gonna dig out the hole in the back corner, and my hope is that Mr. Pothos here will grow up the side. I have my doubts, but a girl can dream. What if I put a nerve plant in there just so I have a little bit of color? Oh, and my fern. I completely forgot about my fern. So this is my little baby fern. I kill every fern I ever touch, but I am hoping that I won't kill this one. We're just gonna pop her out. I want to put it like right near the snake plant. You know? Like right there. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is the plant dies, right? So I might as well just do it anyway. If I put it off to the side, I feel like it looks better because then I can put one of the wood pieces in the middle. And the Pothos is just going to choke it out over here anyway, so I might as well just do what I want to do. Okay, now I'm getting somewhere. So a little while ago I accidentally threw all of the pieces of wood that I had on the floor. So I have to go pick those up. Okay, so I gotta figure out which piece of wood is going back in here. I'm partial to this piece of wood. I just like the color of this piece of wood, you know? I kind of like that idea. Like, what if I like that there, because it creates a little more interest in the back. So what I did off camera was I filled this container with a little bit of water, and I'm gonna just put some Reptisafe in it now. And then I'm gonna put a bunch of Spagnum Moss in it, which is somewhere on my chair. Here it is. Oh my god, my foot tray on my chair is so dirty. I'm just gonna take some out. You can't even see what I'm doing. Am I in the shot? Let's hope so. 'Cause I'm making a mess, and I really just wanna clean it up. So you put the Spagnum Moss in the water, and then you push her down. Put the Spagnum Moss in the water, and then you push her down. More. And that should be it. We'll just let those sit for a second. And while I'm waiting for the Spagnuum Moss to soak, maybe I should put some of the other things back in. So I'm just going to push this back into the wall. About here. I was going to say maybe a little bit higher, but it's already half stuck down. This is the food ledge. It goes on the other side, just a little bit higher. So now the Spagnum Moss is probably good to go. So I'm just going to take it out. I'm going to put some in. And what the Spagnum Moss is going to help do is keep the humidity as high as it needs to be for a tropical terrarium type situation. Oh, I dropped one. I dropped two. doesn't really look like there's a lot of places for Roger to hide, but I promise you there are. And he can always go in the snake plant if he wants to. So now before I go get some more leaf litter, these are my Dwarf white Isopods. And they're just going to go in here. I was told that there are Dwarf white Isopods in here. I still haven't seen more than 2. But there we go, I guess. Anybody with them weight knows you can't have Isopods without Springtails, so I just had to grab those 2. Now, fortunately for me, Springtails float. So what we're going to do, we're going to pour some of that water from the Spagnum Moss in here, and then just pour the water in. Oh yeah, there's lots of Springtails in here. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to very gently attempt to pour these in here without dumping in any of the big things of charcoal. Which, as you can see, is easier said than done. I can't help but feel like I underestimated how empty the top part would be. I mean, obviously the plants, especially the pothos, will grow in, but I feel like I should have a vine or a stick. Alright, Raj. You haven't even been out for the entirety of Jurassic Park yet. Did you poop in here? Usually you poop in here, but I don't see you poop. There we go. He's just staying on the mushroom. He's not doing anything. So that's Roger right there. That's his tail.